So what I'll do is I'll just kind of go over the program really quick, and then update you on some details that I worked on over the summer to kind of help, um, I guess, track this process and who's in the program and things like that. So we'll go over all those updates together. Okay, so just a reminder, the Peer Mentor Program, we started this because students, y'all, had said there was a gap between what, like different cohorts, so younger cohorts and older cohorts, but also the transition from high school into college and having someone there to kind of guide you and support you and help you feel like you belong here, was a big, like, missing piece. While the staff and faculty, like, we try to support y'all and help y'all as much as we can, we know there is a peer-to-peer connection that we just can't provide. So this was built to fill kind of that gap with our new students. And if y'all had a chance to look over the handbook I sent out, there were lots of benefits and things for both mentees and mentors, and we'll go over those. But basically, it's current experienced honors college students helping new students transition. So why do these mentor programs matter? So there's been a lot of research to go to show what kind of benefits go along with peer mentorship programs. We have a few on campus, and some of y'all may be involved with those as well. But research does show that people tend to stay where they feel like they belong and they're welcomed and they have that support. And so that really increases the retention. Students are staying all the way through graduation, but it also gives the mentors a chance to build on their leadership skills, communication skills, and kind of give back to the community as far as like their honors community and things like that. So, um, as we go through this, just try to remember maybe what it was like when you were a freshman on campus. Everything is brand new, and kind of go based off of your experience, but also kind of put yourself in their shoes as well. Um, so hang on a second, my Zoom is freaking out. Okay. Um, so this is really opportunity for you to provide that support that so many of our students have asked for and are looking for. Um, it also encourages academic, personal, and career development. So, having someone that they can go to, hey, I'm kind of struggling in this class. Maybe you can give them some suggestions or tips that kind of helps you get through a difficult class. Maybe they need help, like they don't know how to write an email to an instructor or they don't know how to approach an instructor. Maybe you can help them with that. Because I know faculty can be kind of intimidating, especially with freshmen, and you don't know them really well. So, kind of giving them that encouragement. Maybe they are having some problems with their roommate or something like that. Maybe you can offer suggestions on maybe you dealt with something similar, or at least have them give them the confidence to maybe approach their RA and talk about things. So um, I think that will really help as they transition and start to come across these different situations and scenarios as they're on campus. All right, so this is kind of one of the big updates that I wanted to give you as far as how on my end I need to be able to track the mentors and what y'all are doing, and kind of have everything in a one central localized place. Because as much as I love getting your emails for your train tracks and everything, it is like a lot to keep up with. So what I decided to do was create a 0 credit hour course. It won't add any kind of hours to your schedule and it won't cost you anything. So it's really just for tracking and having a place for y'all to actually submit like who you met with, the end of semester kind of reflection, evaluation, things like that. And for future terms, being able to submit those train track certifications into the D2L shell, and yeah, just having everything in a centralized place. So it's called HC 489. It's a peer mentor leadership class. Again, 0 hours, won't affect your hours or your cost or anything. Um, and it's going to, when I actually get it set up, it will have spaces for y'all to kind of put in like quick journal entries. I'm not looking for anything like pages and pages of what you talked about with your mentor, just who you met with, maybe a quick snippet of what you talked about and how long you met with. If you looked in the handbook, I would expect maybe every other week, meet with your mentor, have a good conversation with them. I know some mentees, some mentors have created group me's for their mentees. And so they're communicating like that. I know some are just doing direct text messaging. But yeah, there'll be a space in that D2L shell for you to just check in every other week and let me know kind of any kind of updates. At the end of the semester, that's when I'll kind of want probably a 500 word paper or essay about like your experience, challenges, suggestions for next year, things like that. So you'll be able to put that in there. At the end of the semester, once all that's in there, and then I can award, if you're choosing to do the engagement points, I can do that. And then if you chose the monetary option, then I can get that process to you as well. So that will happen probably probably the first week of December. So um, yeah, any questions on this specific class piece? Not really class, but D2L piece. No. Okay. Um, It actually just got approved in the system, so I need to check and see if I can actually get in there now, and enroll y'all in it. So I'll keep y'all updated whenever that happens. So just keep a lookout for that. Okay, next piece is documenting this experience in Handshake. Again, something that the university is trying to do as far as tracking what our students are doing across campus in all types of experiential learning activities, whether they're paid, volunteer, things like that. There is a link in your handbook, but I want to make sure that I have all the information that y'all need to complete that. So I'm going to be working with Shelby, who is also a mentor, to create like a step-by-step guide, like what to click on, what to put into the fields. But you will be filling this out as a volunteer experience, even if you chose the monetary option because you didn't like, you're not going through HR, you're not getting paid hourly. So we're going to do it as a volunteer experience through Handshake. You are welcome to go ahead and try to fill it out. I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward, but I want to make sure that I have the information for y'all before you try to do anything. So again, just keep a lookout for those instructions coming soon. Um, yeah, so I think they're also doing this if you have an internship. Jocelyn, I don't know if I sent it to you yet, but, or if Mr. Lumsey already sent it, but you'll want to document your internship as well. So that piece, more information to be announced. All right. And then just a quick reminder, just try to be aware and empathetic to our students. You'll have students who are super talkative. They want to share everything. And then you'll have students who don't want to say anything, which is fine. But we still can make someone feel like they belong and they're welcome here, even if they're kind of quiet and standoffish. Encourage them to attend events, whether they're honors college events or on-campus events. If you're able to go as well, try to take them with you. But I know a lot of times they'll just kind of hole up in their room. Even if they don't talk to anybody at these activities, just getting out, getting fresh air, being around civilization can be helpful just for your mental state. So yeah, try to encourage them to go out to different things. We have some honors activities that will be getting scheduled once the semester starts. I think I updated some in Suitable already. So if you want to go check those out, we'll have like a welcome event and then our all student meeting that we normally have at the beginning of every semester. Um, Also, become familiar with the resources on campus. So in your handbook, I also listed every single um, resource that I could think of. So if you can think of anything else that I missed, please let me know and I'll add it. So there may be times where maybe a student's talking to you and you're like, well, maybe it would be helpful if they talked to either counseling center or you can refer them to me and I can get them direct right person. Maybe they're talking about how they need an accommodation in their class. They don't know how to do that. Refer them to disability support services. kind of just guiding them through that if they happen to tell you anything. Um, if you don't know where those places are on campus, you can have a little scavenger hunt with yourself and go find them. I have walked plenty of students over to the counseling center as they've come in and needed help. So just be aware of where things are on campus in case you need to tell them where to go or if you want to take them over there. So, yeah. All right. And like I said, this will be very short. So this is your opportunity to ask me any questions. I will let you know that our honors offices have moved. I don't know if you've been in my office before. I never used to have a window, and now I have a window. So Office of International Programs in Honors College, we just switched offices. So if you're coming from the Student Center on the south side of the library, instead of going to the right, you're going to go to the left. And we have so much more space. We have a classroom, we have a conference room, we have just open space for students to use. So it's going to be a lot better for having y'all in the space and kind of making it your own and feel like you can just come here and study or do activities or hang out, things like that. So we're very excited to get everything ready for y'all for the semester. Um, yeah, so very excited. I did have another mentor mention like doing like give like little treat bags or encouragement cards for their mentees, which y'all are welcome to do. You just have to let me know that you want to do something like that, and I can get the supplies. Um, and then again, we have plenty of space for y'all to come in and do anything you want to do for your mentees like that. I'm trying to think of what else. I do have a few more mentees who don't have a mentor because they registered late. So if anyone here wants to volunteer to take on one more, I'll be happy to give you one. Otherwise, I'm going to have to just kind of as randomly assign them to people. So if anyone here wants to take on another one, let me know. Um, yeah. So any other questions, concern?
I was curious, is there any way that we could possibly add this to our schedule?
Yeah, or you're talking about like the mentorship thing? Yeah. So when I register you for that zero credit class, it will show up on your schedule. It just will be 0 hours and it should still show up on your transcript. So that experience will be transcribed. Yeah.
I just want to make sure
Also,
there's,
Okay.
sorry,
no, you're
there's no
good.
way that we can get like 3 credits for it at all. Like it's just got to be zero, right?
Yeah, it has to be zero. The credit piece, that could be something we look into in the future. It's just classes, I mean, they're like over what, about $1,500 a class. And so that adds to tuition and fees and everything. So,
Okay, I have a question.
okay.
Actually, probably two.
Okay.
So I sent little cards to my little mentees, and
Oh,
I got one sent back, and it said that like she's not at that address, and I've tried to reach her in another way, and now I can't find her on any social media either. So,
hmm.
do you know if any of our mentees have like dropped or like changed schools or
They
anything?
they could have. Can
Okay.
you, what's their name? Do you remember?
I think the one it sent back was the Ryan Walters.
Okay, I'll check on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then see what I can find. If there's like an alternative contact, it might be that they moved or something.
Okay.
But yeah, that is interesting. Um, I will let y'all know that all these incoming students are registered for the HT 200 first year experience course. And so they will know that they have to communicate with y'all and meet with y'all, whether it's in person or virtual, however you're setting that up. Um, yeah, so it's part of their requirements as well. So they can't just ghost. Has anyone heard back from their mentees at all?
I've had one out of my three, but
Oh,
just she's MIA, the other one.
yeah, yeah. That's not bad. Most people are zero. I had one person who said that all three of them reached out back to her. So I think once they get on campus and they're back in that mode, they'll be more responsive. So But just to let y'all know, they will be required to contact y'all and meet with y'all. So, any other questions? Nope. Okay, well, if you think of anything later, just let me know. Again, I have about 6 mentees that I need to place, so I will I'll ask everyone else again, and if no one volunteers, I'll just have to kind of assign them. So, okay, well, if there's no other questions, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we are really looking forward to seeing you back on campus. So.